Hi, it's Liz here from the Herb Guide, showing you how to make hot smoked salmon. There's 3 basic steps: curing, drying and smoking. It's well worth the effort, it tastes amazing and will save you quite a lot of money. There is a big price difference between fresh salmon and hot smoked because it does take time to do. Time obviously has to be paid for in a commercial environment, but a lot of that time is waiting. And you can do that at home for free. There's loads of recipes out there, but this one worked well for me. I've seen smoking times advised between 20 minutes and 4 hours. I didn't trust either of those extremes, so I used my own finger test. When the flesh is firm to the touch, it's ready. My salmon was ready at 60 minutes smoking time and fell apart in moist flakes bursting with flavour. You need to cure your salmon first. That takes around 12 hours. If you start in the morning, then you can do the next short step before you go to bed. I prefer to use salmon with the skin on. Get a pottery or glass dish which will take the salmon and brine. Mix together 1 quart of water with 1/3 cup of kosher or sea salt and 1 cup of brown sugar. Dissolve the salt and sugar and snip about 5 sprigs of fresh dill into the brine. 1 tablespoon of dried will do the same job. Place the salmon fillet into the brine, cover the dish with some film and place in the refrigerator for 12 hours. There is some leeway in this hours, 8 hours will be all right. Remove the salmon from the brine and pat dry with paper towel. You don't need to rinse the brine off. If you have a pet-free home, then you can now leave the salmon in a cool spot around 60 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. I have a cat, so I put mine back in the refrigerator and left it overnight. The salmon needs to dry and form a pellicle. That's the term for the shiny skin that forms, which gives the smoke something to adhere to and helps prevent leakage of albumin. If you leave it on a counter to form the pellicle, then you can refrigerate it afterwards if you want to hot smoke later. A day or so will be fine. The sugar and salt in the brine will prevent spoilage. The next step is smoking. I have a stovetop Nordic smoker. It looks a bit like a Weber barbecue. Their recipe book was where the lower smoking times were advised. Put 2 tablespoons of fine wood chips into the bottom of the smoker. Add the drip tray. I put a glass of Prosecco in here. You can use water if you like. I would say that the next time I use this smoker, I'm going to line the drip tray with foil. It took an age to clean, so you might like to line your drip tray with foil before you add anything. Put the rack on top, lay the salmon on the rack. At this stage, I brushed honey over the fillet. You can use maple syrup or not bother with anything. Put the lid on the smoker. Put the temperature gauge into the hole in the lid and have the vents open until you see smoke coming out. Then close them. Once the thermometer registers 200 degrees Fahrenheit, start timing. Do not lift the lid off. I left this for 45 minutes and then tested it. It should feel firm to the touch. I wasn't happy with it, so I left it another 15 minutes. I felt that was perfect. It felt cooked and ready to flake, which is how it should be. Take your salmon off the rack and lay it onto a plate to cool before you use it. The result was pretty perfect, although I do say that myself. A lot of times a white creamy substance will bleed from the flesh. It's a protein called albumin, and if there's too much of it, it means that your salmon will very likely be dry. It will taste okay to add to mayonnaise or sauces, but it won't be so nice plain. You avoid this by following the steps for drying after brining and not letting the temperature get too high whilst you're smoking. If you follow my recipe and timings, it should work out well for you. So there's your hot smoked salmon. Enjoy! Thanks for watching. I hope you found the video useful. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Come visit me at the Herb Guide, where you'll find herb tips, how to grow them, cook with them, make simple homemade remedies and cosmetics. The link to this recipe is below. See you next time.